Hey YouTube, so Watachi again. I'm making this video about the coronavirus. Now, I'm not going to tell you people what I do. It's none of your business what I do, but the thing that I do is I meet new people every day. I talk to people. People, in some cases, tell me things they don't even talk to their own family and loved ones about, but they talk to me about it. Now, I have what I do. I've been doing for 2.5 years now. It's brought me in contact with everybody from high-level politicians, doctors, lawyers, IRS agents, CIA guy once. All walks of life, all the way down to your crackheads and whores. I'm sorry, but I'm involved with a little bit of everybody. And we talk about a lot of different subjects. One of the subjects here recently is the coronavirus and what's actually happening in our area. I can't say what's happening here is happening anywhere else because I'm not anywhere else right now. The only information I can give you is the information I have found talking to the people in the medical field in the area I live in. And people I have been talking to, everyone from doctors that do surgeries and trauma centers and stuff to your what they call the general practitioner nurses, to our registered nurses, LPNs, people that work in everything from dealing with cancer to lung problems to whatever the sickness might be. Now, I myself have a hereditary COPD that has something to do with my lungs. Everybody's lungs actually produces some kind of a fluid that it coats the inside of your lungs in order to protect it. Well, my lungs don't do that. I don't have that capability. So, in the 57 years I've been on Earth, my lungs are pretty damaged. I've been told all the way to I've got about 33 or 35 to 40 or 30 to 40% lung capacity is all I got left. So I know a lot of people in the lung pulmonary doctoring, I should say. But not only do I know the doctors, the nurses, and stuff that work in these fields, I also know the other side of it where the billing, payments, insurance, and stuff like that is done. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to give anybody away because the information I get, I want to be able to continue to get it. But I can say this, that the people that work in the billing and coding on doctors' offices right now in the area that I live in are being told that if they bill or code, if they use a coding of the corona let me get this straight, people. It's kind of confusing. These doctors are being told that when they bill, to bill using the coronavirus as a key word. They've been told that this will get the billing paid immediately without questions asked. So the reason why they would be doing this, folks, there's only two. And either all these cases are coronavirus cases, or anything that looks like the flu whatsoever right now, even the common cold, if you go to a doctor about it, they're going to bill it as a coronavirus episode, not just a regular cold or the regular flu or pneumonia, they're going to bill it as coronavirus related so that they can get paid immediately with no questions asked. That's one of the things with billing and coding in the medical industry. If you have the wrong code, the insurance company won't pay it. If it's being billed in any way, shape, or form, if there's any questions that can arise, the insurance companies will not pay it. You got to get the coding right. You got to get everything right on it. Well, from what we're seeing, and I'm being told, the coronavirus as a key word, there are no problems getting paid. They pay it immediately. Now, there's got to be a reason for this. Now, just stay with me. Now, they're wanting to convince everybody that the coronavirus is spreading like wildfire everywhere. Why do they want to do this? Because, and even Trump has come out and said this, we've got tons of tons of vaccines on stock right now to start getting this going. And they've got all kinds of companies making even more and more vaccines to get this, to try to get caught up on this thing. Now, in order for them to convince the masses that so many people have gotten it or have it right now, or they've had it in the last few months or in the last month or so, they're getting these doctors to bill it as the coronavirus. Now, you could just have a regular cold, like I said, but they're billing it as like you have the coronavirus. And the only reason I can think they're doing this is because they want to push in vaccines off on everybody. Just like Trump said, we got all these vaccines ready to roll. So, if you want to convince the public that the coronavirus, there's cases coming up all over the country, what do? You tell the doctors or the billing departments of all these doctors to start billing it as a coronavirus, so then they can go back and look at all these. Okay, well, we've got 1,000 cases of the coronavirus right here in my area, only because they billed it that way or they coded it that way. Now, these lung doctors, and I know them, and they're not walking around with face masks on. They're not walking around worried about going to catch the coronavirus. They're just worried about billing it and making it look like this coronavirus is all over the place. I'm telling you, folks, they're pushing these vaccines. And if you let them pump these vaccines into you people, all you're doing is shortening your life. They're not made to go in your body, none of it. It's got aluminum in it, people. Aluminum is man-made. You're not supposed to have aluminum in your body. You already do. You're breathing it. But you need to start listening to what I'm telling you. They are going to go full out on this coronavirus, it seems like, because of the way they're doing this stuff. It's not going to be a coronavirus that is going to be the threat. People, I have been trying to get some of these bigger channels to listen to me and get so that they can reach more people. But I know for a fact that Redstone Arsenal down in Athens, Huntsville, Alabama area, buried, I don't know how many thousands of chemical weapons. But they didn't have nowhere to store these damn things, and they were in the way. So they dug big holes and buried these chemical weapons in the ground. And nobody seemed to care. Well, about 5-6 years ago, when I was down there in Athens, Alabama, at my parents' house, the Redstone Arsenal was talking about this, that these damn chemical weapons had started leaking into the ground. They don't even know how long they've been leaking into the ground. But if they've done it in Huntsville, Alabama, at the Redstone Arsenal, you got to ask yourself, how many other bases across this United States have they buried other chemical weapons or who knows what underground? And this shit is all leaking into the ground now, people. That's the threat. That's going to be the threat. And when this stuff starts killing off thousands of people, they're going to blame it on a cold. The coronavirus. That's what they're going to blame it on. And people, I'm going to tell you one more time, they had patented the coronavirus in 2015, which means if they patented it, they had to have an antidote to patent it. Why the hell would they need a damn vaccine to fight against it if they've got the damn antidote? Think about it, people. Come on. You doctors and nurses and you lawyers and you politicians and shit, you guys know I'm telling you the damn truth. You know I'm telling you the truth. This coronavirus ain't what they're saying it is, and they got an antidote for it. So what's the problem? It's not going to be the coronavirus, people. It's going to be something else, and Lord only knows if it's going to be them leaking ass chemical weapons that they buried from World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, that they made all these chemical weapons and never used them. And they buried them, folks. They buried them. That's what's going to kill us all. If that shit's leaking into the ground, it's what's going to kill us all. So, folks, do some research on this shit, people. It's not what they're claiming it is. And if you don't know that, you're just going to be fooled into sucking that virus or that vaccine right into your, letting them pump it right into your system. And it's not going to be good for you, people. There ain't nothing that they want to pump into you that's good for you. Guarantee it. Well, that's my rant for the day. You guys have a good day out there, and may God bless us all, because that's what we're all going to need that. Good day, folks.